Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm super excited for this video because I'm going to be doing indie makeup releases and just talking about the new releases from the past week or so and my personal opinion on them, whether I'm going to buy them or not, and just super excited about it because I love getting to discuss the new releases with y'all. There's not as much to talk about this week. I feel like it might just be this time of year because it's like the sales and the holidays and not as much new things being released as other times of the year. There's still some. We've got some things to talk about, but not craziness amount. So if you're curious what's happening on my face, I did film a video like always. I pretty much always film a video of every look that I do, but I have the Juvia's Place Nubian 3 Coral palette on my eyes. Bet you didn't guess that one. And then I have Catfight liquid lipstick from Menagerie Cosmetics. And then I've got You Idiots, You Fools, You Imbeciles highlighter on today from ColourPop. So that video will be up soonish. So let's just go ahead. Wait. Oh, I almost forgot. This series is inspired by Neil Kanika and Samantha Marshall. I'll have both their channels linked down below, as well as the community bio playlist and all in Instagram accounts that I use to make this video happen every single week. Anyway. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the new Enduring Love palette from Sydney Grace Cosmetics. So they released a picture of one version of the palette, and this is actually really interesting, and I really think it's a cool idea. So they are releasing a palette, and it's going to be the pretty much exact same color scheme, except they're doing a lighter version, so for anyone who has a lighter skin tone, and then they're doing a deeper version for anyone who has a deeper skin tone, or if you just prefer darker, more intense shades, you could get whatever one floats your boat. But I think that's such a cool idea, and I'll show you guys the picture of the palette and the color scheme real quick. And I mean, I think it's kind of a neutral palette with some pops of color. Not really my color scheme. I don't plan on purchasing it, but I have some swatches here that show the lighter version mattes on top and the darker version mattes on bottom. So you can see that they're like very, very similar colors. There's just a little bit more richness, a little bit more a little bit more depth for the deeper shades. So I think that's super cool, and this has been something that I've thought about in my mind about how cool it would be if like a brand did something in this idea, like if they did palettes and like the certain shades that people want accustomed to their skin tone, like an inner corner highlight, if you could like choose each one for just specific shades in order to customize it to your skin tone. But I think that they really nailed it here because, you know, it's still the same color story. It's just little tweaks to make it more diverse. So I think that's really cool. Like I said, the color scheme doesn't really speak to me personally, so I won't be picking it up, but I like the idea of it. Alright, so next is a new palette from Luxe Beauty, and this is called Winter Woods, and this is actually super, super cute. I really like this. There's some neutrals, and then there's like a really matte navy blue, and then all the shimmers look really beautiful. I just really like the tones of this palette. I feel like it's such a pretty cool tone color scheme. I didn't personally pick it up just because I'm a little overwhelmed right now. There's already so many videos I want to do with the palettes that I own. Like, I just don't want to take another palette on at this moment, but I do think it's really pretty, and it kind of, I don't know, it kind of captures like a winter wonderland theme to me personally, so I think it's pretty. Alright, so please don't hate me. My voice just cracked. The guilt. That's all the indie for today. So jumping into some mainstream releases. Like I said, I don't even have that much to talk about for this video and for this week's video, but next are some new putty primers from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and these are actually very intriguing to me. So they have the original putty primer, which I think was supposed to be like a dupe for the Tarte primer, and I actually own that, and I haven't used it yet. I have it, and I'm gonna try it, but I just haven't yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I can't speak to the quality or anything, but they decided to release more in that line, and now they have a putty primer that is supposed to be mattening, which I think is really nice if you want something to help keep your skin matte. But they also have a luminous one, and that sounds perfect to me because a lot of times I don't end up reaching for primers that help with pores or help with smoothing because I don't really care about that much. I just want my skin to be hydrated. So if I can get something that's luminous and also fills in pores and does all that good stuff, that would be great, because sometimes I'll go in with 2 steps and I'll do 2 primers, but I feel like that's just, it's time consuming, not very realistic for when I'm in a rush or when I'm feeling lazy, let's be honest. So I like the idea of this, but I don't think I'm going to buy it just because I feel like I already have the original. I haven't even used it yet, and I think I'm just going to wait and hear what other people have to say about it. I'm not going to rush for it, but whenever I saw the Luminous one, I was definitely intrigued. Alright, so next is a palette that I'm so excited about. Definitely totally me. This is the new Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes Complexion palette. Just kidding, just kidding. I don't know why I feel like being sarcastic about this palette. I really don't like this. I just feel like it's so boring. So boring, and that, like, I don't expect everyone to have like the same opinions as me or the same like makeup style as I do. Like, it's fine. Like, I can look at neutral palettes and acknowledge when they're pretty or when they have a nice kind of array of finishes or a nice array of like depth between the different shades. Like, I can acknowledge things that I wouldn't wear, but still think like, yes, I can see why someone would like that. But when I look at this palette, I'm just like, but why? Like, I feel like the only shade that has like the tiniest amount of depth to it is the very last shade all the way over, and everything else is just super mid-tone. So, I mean, if you have like a light tan at the most skin tone, then maybe this would be great for you. And you only like super just neutrals, maybe this would be perfect for you. But I just don't see this as being versatile, even if you are a neutral lover. I just look at it and I feel like it's just not interesting, not eye-catching, and the lack of depth and the lack of range of depth is disappointing. So definitely not buying that. All right, so next is a new collection from Urban Decay that kind of confused me a little bit. So this is their Stay Naked Threesome, which is a bronze, blush, and highlighter palette, which is fine. Like, they cannot let the naked thing go. Just live your life, Urban Decay. But they have 3 different shades, and they look so similar. It's ridiculous. I'll leave some swatches on screen of what the 3 different shades look like on the model's arms, and I just feel like, what's the point? Like, they're so similar. I just think if you're gonna have a blush, a bronzer, a highlighter for 3 different skin tones, I'm assuming you would want to add more variety, whereas it's just not here. So that's a pass for me. I mean, I feel, let's be honest, even if it was an amazing shade range, I would probably still pass on it just because I don't really care to purchase a trio like that. But I was just kind of shocked at how similar they all were. Alright, so next is a new palette from BH Cosmetics, and this is their Crystal Zodiac palette. I actually went ahead and pulled a picture from Spooky Lips and Fat Hips Instagram because I thought that she took a really pretty picture and captured the palette really well. So this is one of their like large Zodiac palettes, which I have the original, and I thought the quality was really good. I have overall liked most of what BH Cosmetics has done, but looking at this, it doesn't really pull me in. I mean, it's kind of cute. It looks like the little different planets, and there's like the highlighter in the middle, and then there's, I don't know, a good variety of shades, almost a little bit rainbow-esque, but kind of a touch more grungy, not super bright rainbow. But overall, at the end of the day, I just don't feel any need or want to have that in my life. So last but not least is some new palettes from Fenty Beauty that I thought, I saw some swatches and I was kind of like, like whatever. I saw some pictures. I saw people like disagreeing about the packaging, whatnot. I didn't really think about it. But then I saw this swatch picture and I was like, well, I'll just take all of them. I feel like I don't know, whoever took these swatches did an excellent job, because I've seen other pictures and I was kind of just like, not really for me. But if you look at the picture on the top row, the second one over, with like, there's like a white gold, there's like a little transition-y warm shade, there's a matte navy, a matte olive, a matte yellow, and then a bronzy shade. Love that one. And then the one all the way to the right on the top row with like the warm tones and like that pinky gold shifting shade. I really like that. Oh, they have numbers. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about Snap Shadow 5 right now. I think that's really beautiful. I don't think I would buy it just because I have a shade super similar to the one that's pulling my eye the most from a Huda Beauty palette. And then Snap Shadows 4 is really beautiful as well. If you're into pink tones, I think it looks really nice. The 3 is really pretty for warm tones. Don't really feel the need for it. Snap 2, the cool and the purple and the mauve and the shimmers. I think that looks really beautiful. I think Snap Shadow 7 is definitely my favorite. The one I'm slightly tempted by. I don't know. A lot of times I'll try high-end shadows, or not high-end, but just shadows from like Sephora and just like mainstream brands, and feel disappointed just because I love my indie shadows so much. So I don't know. Maybe. I'm debating. I think it's really pretty. That's totally my color scheme. But in the back of my head, I hear Hannah Louise Poston say, she has a little spiel about if something's your color scheme, you can just use what you already have. You don't have to buy everything that is your color scheme. So I think I'm gonna pass on it. I think I will. I think I'm fine. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't think. I think I'm okay. I'm so indecisive. I need help. Alright, so that's everything that I wanted to talk about for this week, all of the releases. I know it was a little bit shorter than usual, so I'm sorry, but I hope you still enjoyed it. Before I let you go, I just wanted to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you'll be celebrating this upcoming week, and I just pray that you all have a peaceful time, that your travels are safe, and you can make it through crazy family, or if you have seasonal depression, just that you know that you're not alone. Your feelings are valid and it's okay. It's all gonna be okay, at least. I feel like holidays are such a crazy time. It can just be so joyous, or it can be so sad depending on where you are in your life. I'm personally so happy and so excited for Christmas morning this year, especially now having a 3-year-old. I feel like I'm more excited and hyped for his gifts than he probably will be. I'm like so ready. I'm gonna probably go wrap some presents later today. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I'd love to know how you're celebrating. If you've made it to this point in the video and past all my blabbering, feel free to comment. I'd love to be let in on your plans, as in reading about them. You don't have to invite me. It's okay. That's a little weird. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.